Ben arrivati alla meditazione serale, quindi iniziamo portando l'attenzione dentro di noi. Facciamo chiudere un attimo gli occhi, cerchiamo di rilassare il più possibile la nostra mente. Dobbiamo ascoltare le nostre mani. Come prima cosa possiamo prendere la nostra mano destra e portarla nel cuore e possiamo invitare Sri Mataji. Sri Mataji, vieni nel mio cuore. Sri Mataji illumina nel mio cuore e apri il mio cuore. Lasciamo proprio che le nostre tensioni vadano via, che i nostri pensieri escano. Se arriva qualche pensiero, possiamo dire non ora, non adesso. Cerchiamo proprio di liberare la nostra mente. Possiamo fare anche dei bei respiri profondi. Bene, adesso tutti insieme possiamo alzarci la Kundalini e darci 7 bande. Vedere, Svadhisthana, Mavi, Cuore, Vishuddhi, Agnya e Sasrara. E possiamo portare l'attenzione sull'acqua e possiamo così vibrare l'acqua dicendo tutti insieme, cantandolo proprio insieme, il mantra Sri Samudra Devata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Facciamo emergere i piedi. mettere anche portare le mani verso madreterra, cerchiamo di sentire il contatto con il sale o la madreterra. Possiamo dire, madre terra, aiutaci a meditare su di te, aiutaci a essere connessi con te. Madre terra, risveglia in noi le tue qualità sottili. Possono essere le qualità, la fragranza, la creatività, la pazienza, e quindi ringraziamo Madre Terra per tutto quello che ci dà. E possiamo dire tutti insieme, cantando insieme il mantra Shri Adibubi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Cerchiamo di mantenere l'attenzione dentro di noi. Madre Terra assorbi tutte le nostre tensioni, tutto quello che non va. Cerchiamo anche di goderci la pace, la calma, cerchiamo di portare la calma dentro di noi, cerchiamo di portarla sempre più forte. Possiamo portare l'attenzione nella nostra mano sinistra, nel nostro canale sinistro, e invitiamo Srimataji, vieni nel cuore del Muladhara Chakra. Srimataji, vieni nel cuore del Muladhara Chakra. Srimataji, donaci il giusto sostegno del nostro Muladhara e che con Shri Ganesha aiutaci e illumina tutto il nostro corpo. Shri Ganesha, porta l'innocenza dentro di noi. Shri Ganesha, tu per favore, che hai il potere di rimuovere tutti gli ostacoli, per favore, stabilizza in noi tutte le tue qualità, in modo che riusciamo a essere sempre più stabili, più luminosi dentro di noi. Possiamo dire il mantra Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Questo quindi rimuove tutti gli ostacoli e illumina tutto dentro di noi. Quindi ora possiamo portare l'attenzione sul nostro canale sinistro e grazie a Shri Ganesha, per favore, illumina tutto il nostro canale sinistro, i nostri danadi. Illumina con la tua luce, con la tua innocenza. Illumina anche tutte le nostre emozioni e porta la pace anche dentro di noi. E allora possiamo dire il mantra per il canale sinistro, Shri Mahakali Shri Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Quindi ora possiamo prendere tutte le nostre pesantezze, tutte le cose del passato, lasciamo, arrendiamo proprio a madre, a Shrimataji, arrendiamo tutte le nostre cose. Madre Terra, pensaci tu. Possiamo portare l'attenzione sul canale destro, possiamo alzare il braccio sinistro verso l'alto, qui possiamo portare l'attenzione dentro di noi, possiamo chiedere, Madre Kundalini, vieni nel mio canale destro, espelli tutta la pesantezza del mio canale, tutto il calore, tutto l'eccesso di calore, tutto quello che mi rende iperattivo, tutti i miei eccessi. Aiutami anche a stabilizzare il mio ego. Qui possiamo dire il mantra tutti insieme, lo cantiamo. Shri Mas Sarasvati Shri Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasarasvati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Lentamente possiamo portare giù le mani, possiamo portare l'attenzione sul nostro Muladhara a destro, il Chashire di Shri Kartikeya e possiamo dire il mantra Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. La possiamo portare l'attenzione sul Vadista sinistro dove c'è Shri Sudaicha, possiamo dire questo mantra per distruggere la negatività. Quindi Shri Sudaicha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sudaicha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Diamoci queste belle vibrazioni, questa freschezza. Possiamo rendere ancora altre pesantezze verso l'acqua. Possiamo concludere così il nostro pediluvio. Possiamo andare tranquillamente a risciacquare i piedi e portare via l'acqua. Viscimateci.
Andiamo ancora più in profondità, grazie Claudio, e portiamo l'attenzione sul cuore. Essendo che è luna piena oggi, c'è il cambio di luna, dobbiamo andare ancora più in profondità per poter trovare il nostro centro, per poter trovare il nostro benessere. E quindi adesso chiederemo Shri Mataji, noi siamo lo spirito, tu sei lo Spirito Santo, la di Shakti. Per favore, ma vieni nel nostro cuore, facci sentire la tua presenza, la tua protezione. Noi desideriamo con tutto il cuore essere lo Spirito, essere la gioia dello Spirito. È il nostro più grande desiderio poter essere parte di tutta questa creazione in qualità di Spirito, una piccola particella. Per favore, Shimataji, aiutaci tu. L'attenzione quindi è sul cuore sinistro, ma anche sul cuore centro, in modo che riusciamo a sentire la presenza di Shimataji, la protezione, la sicurezza, e ci dona benessere sia al nostro cuore, all'organo del cuore, che ai nostri polmoni. Allora iniziamo dal cuore centro, che è rispetto per Shimataji, pieghiamo la testa verso il cuore e ringraziamo Shimataji per questa profonda conoscenza che ci ha donato e che ha donato a tutta l'umanità. Possiamo cantare il mantra Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Adesso alziamo la testa, portiamo l'attenzione sul cuore sinistro che è Sri Shiva, la gioia dello spirito, che vuol vedere dentro di noi solo la gioia, l'infinito amore, la compassione e la consapevolezza che tutto il mondo è sostenuto dallo spirito e dall'amore. Shri Shiva Shakti Putra Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Shakti Putra Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. E adesso per aprire bene il cuore reciteremo tutti assieme il Ganesha Tarvacirca e lo faremo online.
श्री गणेश अथर्व शीर्षम ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमिष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः.
Adesso lasciamo che la nostra attenzione vada nel Sasrara. Possiamo anche chiedere, Shri Mataji, per favore, accompagnaci nel Sasrara ai tuoi piedi di loto. Aiutaci a restare in consapevolezza senza pensieri. Adesso, mantenendo l'attenzione nel Sasrara, guarderemo un video di Shri Mataji, almeno una parte perché inizia ad essere un poco tardi, dove che riusciremo a riconoscerci ognuno per una parte di ciò che lei dice, ed è da lì che inizia la nostra crescita, da riconoscere quelli che sono i nostri limiti e quindi lavorare su questi.
You know, in Sajoga also we have really 12 types of Sajogas. And some of them are very weak. They are weak because they have too much ego. They cannot carry on with anyone. They shout at people. They disturb others. they think no end of themselves. They are always aggressive. They cannot be collected. They never show any love for each other. So this type of Sahajogis are there, which are one by one are showing their colors. But some of them are learning and are understanding that this is something is wrong, should not be. Christ had hardly 3.5 years to work out all this. But I didn't know that out of these 12, one would be such a sinister fellow that, of course, one got him caught also. But this Peter would be such a horrible fellow that for his own glory, for his own self-interest, he would put such words in the Bible and have a great authority. It has happened also with Muhammad. Firstly, that Muhammad Sahib has said that there will be a resurrection time. That means he talked of the future. So how can it be that he was the last? If he was the last, then how are you going to have the resurrection? But the seal of prophet doesn't mean that it's sealed now, no prophet can come down. It means seal means a kind of a brand, you can call it. And he was Adi Guru, so he called himself, I am the seal. He didn't say that I have sealed. But crooked people take advantage of these little words and start using them for their own purposes because they are very self-centered. So another type of Sahajogis are extremely self-centered. Some of them are quite self-centered in the sense that they know their own wives, their children and their house and this and that. To them it is very important to be busy with their children. You'll be amazed some people came to Bombay with their children, didn't come for the puja in Delhi. What sort of Sahajogi is that? So this kind of Sahajogis exist, that they are more worried about their children than about Sahajoga, more about their own emancipation, worried about their family, their household. Some women are quite good at it. They try to remove their husbands from the ashrams. They try to find out excuses how to get out of the collectivity. We are judged all the time, and you judge yourself clearly. Now, do not think of others when I am saying this, but put it to yourself. You must know that Christ was crucified. And who crucified them? They were not crucified by Jews. Is that not right? How can all the Jews who were just like slaves could crucify Christ? It was the Roman Empire at that time wanted to crucify because they thought he's becoming very powerful. Please sit down. And when they tried to crucify, they didn't even think that Christ is crucified because Jews wanted it. The blame was put on them just to avoid the blame from the people who were rulers. And the rulers can always do such a thing, is to make crucifixion of anyone putting the blame on anyone. So the Christians, the early Christians were mostly Jews. Christ himself was a Jew. So to say that Jews crucified Christ, how can it be? So the blame was put on the Jews. And then Christians thought that they have every right to hate the Jews because Christ was crucified by Jews. This is another idea which has worked out through Mr. Paul, because he didn't want to take any blame on the Roman administration. So Pilate washes his hands, and he washes his hands. They're very significant. He washes his hands. So he's doing it not with his authority, but he's doing it with the authorities of the Jew. This drama was played. And then all the Christians were busy hating the Jews and thinking that they have crucified Christ. Amen. Those are thousands of years when it had happened. And in thousands of years, somebody crucified somebody, for that they are hated. I mean, in that way, all the white race must be hated for generations together, if that is the criteria, because they have not only crucified one man, millions and millions they have crucified. Are we going to blame their children and their children? So this is third type of Sahajogis we have, who try to blame somebody else all the time, not themselves. Such people, when they start blaming others, can never improve. They should introspect. But introspection is missing very much in the Western countries, except in Russia, because there is no way out. It's nowhere written that you introspect yourself. Only thing, if you go to church and confess to some deaf and dumb priest, you are saved. So nobody introspects. Let us face it ourselves. Do we introspect or not? Or we are that kind of people, Sahajogis, who are not so much self-centered, but are self-opinionated and self-glorified. Who do not want to find out what's wrong with them. Now we have another kind, fourth kind, which is very interesting to see. That they are worshipping Mataji in the house, but they can't come to collect. No, they can't, because it's a little far away. But if they have to go to meet their son, they will go miles to. If they have to do something for their family, they'll do it. Not only that, but supposing they have to do some business, they will travel. In Sahaja nobody is asked to give up their jobs, to give up their lives, lifestyles, nothing of the kind. But priority is to be seen. They are very busy with their work, with earnings, with whatever they are doing. And they are just after earning a name, working very hard, doing artistic work, maybe creative work. They are very busy. They have no time for themselves, no time for God. This kind of people also, oh, we worship Mother. Before our creative work, we bow to Mother. Take help from her. And we want all the protection from her for our work, for our creativity. And there are some Sahajogis who still think that money is very important. Still think. It is not. In Sahaja Yoga, we get money whenever we want. Some of them, I am starting a business because 0.001% I want to give to Sahaja Yoga. And if you say, why are you giving? It's all yours, Mother, 0.001%. It's all yours. After all, what are we doing? It's all yours. This kind of attitude comes when you think that money is very important. Money is very important for such people who cannot see God beyond this, who cannot see subtler advantage of this money. They calculate every pie meticulously. They don't want that their hard-earned money should be wasted about their spirituality. Or we have people who won't buy a book of such, won't buy a tape, they'll copy it. Saving, save pounds or save dollars. They wouldn't buy something that is needed. They wouldn't buy a photograph, but they would like to ask somebody to make a photograph out of it, and we can have that. It's not that it is necessary to spend, but the attitude of mind. If you can save some money, very good. If you can save some time, very good. But that this time that is saved is for Sahaja Yoga, they seldom understand. If you read I was reading the Buddhist religion, and I was amazed. There are so many don'ts that if I put even one to Sahaja Yogis, you'll all run away. First is you cannot make any profit. No profit. You cannot buy any land. You can only eat your food once a day. You have to be vegetarian, absolutely. You cannot kill anyone. You may kill human beings, that's not written. But you cannot kill any animal, you cannot kill any fish, you cannot kill even a mosquito. So this kind of religion is there, which is, they say Buddha talked about. I don't think so, Buddha could have said. So all these people, the followers of all these great incarnations, have done so much wrong to the people who brought beautiful religions to us. And that's why we are absolutely deviating from the path of truth. So those who really are honest and want to adhere to the path of truth have to all the time introspect and find out within yourself how far we are on the truth. So now we have another kind of Sahaja Yogis also, who are more sort of, I should say, like enjoy festivals, you see, clubbing together. Because we have a feeling of belonging. We should belong to something. We should belong to this group or to that group or to that group. Either you go to Christianity or to the Jews or to the Islam and other to some politics. Say for in England, they'll ask you a question, what is your politics? I said, what is my politics? I couldn't understand this question. Everybody must have a brand of a politics. I said, what do you mean by that? I said, are you a communist? No, I'm not. Are you a conservative? No. Are you a socialist? I'm not. Then what are you? I am a human being. They couldn't understand, I'm just a human being without any politics on my head. So, the idea of belonging, I must belong to this cult or to this sect or to this so-called religion. Then you start getting involved into all kinds of conditionings, all kinds of rules and regulations and things, and you start binding yourself, and very happy, very happy. So you ask some sense, why are you clean shaven? Oh, in our religion we are supposed to have a clean shaved head. Eh? What is this? Or something like that. Stupid. Like you must have beard, or you must have mustaches. Some sort of a clannishness. Not understanding that reality is full of varieties. There has to be variety. That is how it is aesthetics and Saundarya. If you do not have variety, how can you be a personality? How can be a person who is bound by these nonsensical outside ideas be a person who has a personality? If religion cannot give you a personality, it's better to do away with such a thing. It gives you an inner personality and also an outer personality. And this personality, when you start enjoying, then only one would say you are a Sahajogi, where you are not told not to steal, not to hit someone, not to be aggressive with anyone, not to be egoistical. Never said like that. But a personality that watches oneself. But normally people watch others, not themselves. This is also another problem of the West, that you watch others, never watch yourself. But all this goes on and on and on till we really become slaves of our own ideas about a personality, and we start projecting that personality through our ego and try to show that we are something very special. Just the opposite is Sahaja try to understand this very clearly. We are all a personality. We are all persons. We are all saints and are to be respected as saints. We need not have the same type of personality. Everybody must have to, it has to be different types of styles of talking, styles of delivering things, styles of expression of divine love. So we do not form a kind of a regimental people because we are free. We are absolutely free because we have the light. We know how far we have to go, what is the right way, which way to go. Immediately you know what is correct. If that light is there, nicely burning within yourself, you don't have to ask me, ask anyone. When such people come up, understanding that Sahaja Yoga is complete freedom. But this complete freedom is there because you have the light. Without the light, the freedom is nonsense. It has no meaning. You hurt everyone, you trouble everyone, torture everyone. But with the light, firstly, great thing happened to us. That the religions which are preached by these great prophets and incarnations just become part and parcel of ourselves. Here it is, the Japanese will say we are Buddhist and kill as many as people as they like. Or the Christians, as I said, are just the opposite of what they are. So then you really become a real Christian and a real Muslim and a real Hindu. And then you realize all religions are really like a part of the ocean, and you no more identify yourself with any particular one, but you just jump in the ocean of religion, and you are, in a way, the real religious personality. I don't have to tell you about your morality. You just see, watch how you have dropped out. So many of these wrong things which you are doing. Somebody has to write to me also, but I never read them. So I used to just burn off everything. I don't want to know about it. You are a free person. In that freedom, you see that you have imbibed all these religions. Before realization, no one can be religious. They can profess, they can have a brand, they may say something, but it's all outside. Not only that, but they are just the opposite of the religion they are professing. Just the opposite. And they deviate. Not only that, pollute the basis of religion. And the basis of religion is the assent. If the religion cannot give you the balance to assent, it's better to have no religion. Atheists are better like Russians, who have no religion, who are only worried about their assent. That's why maybe that Christ and Mahavira didn't want to talk about God. So then we have people who have the light, and they worry about their own light, and they want that this light should be there all the time burning, and this light not only should enlighten them, but enlighten others, and they work for it. They take up responsibility in a way. They do not sit in a jungle meditating. No, you have to work. You have to work in this world. You have to work it out. Sahaja Yoga for others. You have to give them this beautiful feeling of oneness with the divine. You have to enjoy all that. Sahaja Yoga is not only for your enjoyment, like some drunkard sitting and drinking together. It is to fill up your cups, to be given to others, to many others who are there. So they take up this responsibility. And the basis is the truth that they know about. They do not think that they are like a liability of Sahaja Yoga. They do not come to me for small things. How can I grow the hair of my father's baldness? Sort of nonsensical question. They even write to me such nonsensical things. I'm amazed. What do they think Sahaja Yoga is meant to be, a beauty parlor or what? Their vision is very different. The vision is of that great universe, the great universe that has to be enlightened. We are part and parcel of that. And this universal religion is to be brought into the lives of people through realization, through awakening of Kundalini. They work very hard, they spare no efforts to see that people receive realization. But here also, a little of this ego subtly is there. That I am doing this, I am doing that. So many people ask me, Mother, you travel so much, you do so much. How is it that you manage at this age so far? First of all, I don't know what is my age is. I don't care. And secondly, I don't do anything. If I'm not doing anything, how can I be tired? I'm not doing anything whatsoever. It's all working out. I just watch and see and enjoy. So they also think we are doing this work, we are doing that work, and become very conscious of it. Then again, this Mr. Ego, which is subtly still there flickering, again becomes a big one. It's an antichrist activity, absolutely. So the construction of the mind starts, you see. This one is not working, that one is this is, they start criticizing others. Still watching others, not themselves. Then there are Sahajogis who do not feel that way. They realize that Param Chaitanya is working everything and working through them. They are the instrument. And sometimes, of course, if it fails, they start doubting. Then how is it, Mother, this thing has happened like this? If it is so, then how is it Gorbachev had to leave? I have to explain why Gorbachev had to leave politics. Imagine. That's my responsibility. Of course, we can ask God any questions. That's human beings think they have a right to ask any question to God, to curse him, to say whatever they feel like to God as if he is a person who has taken your liability. So this still lingers on a little bit when even they are quite surrendered about it. Still, there are certain doubts in the minds. But then there are people who do not doubt anything. They understand there is Param Chaitanya which is helping. They know that behind all these miracles there is Param Chaitanya. Above all of them, other ones start realizing that we have got powers. Definitely. And that we are connected with the divine. We have powers. Of course, sometimes they also doubt if we really have powers. I mean, I have known some people, they said, I said, why don't you help them? Because I'm afraid my ego will come up. Why don't you do this? Because my ego will come up. They're frightened of their ego, so this ego follows very subtly. And better not, just not too much, you see. It's too much. Let us move a little slowly. Not to sort of believe that I have powers. But there are people who know they have been blessed with powers. And these powers can be discovered more and more within yourself. They have faith in themselves, they have faith in Sahajoga, and they have complete faith in me and in this Param Chaitanya. And they work out. Very simple people. extremely simple people there, very simple-hearted, innocent people. I've seen in the villages, I've seen many, also here there are many cities of that kind. So this is the 12 types of Sajogis I've described. But there's one. That is the one which is fully empowered also. They discover their own powers. In that introspection they see and they are sure about it, no doubts. That is the state of Nirvikalpa. They have no doubts about themselves. To have faith in me, to worship me, to receive something from me. But know that I have made you also something great. And that you have to develop your powers also. Don't only depend on the powers that I have. Just do not try to extract powers which are from your mother, but try to rise onto the same levels. You can. I wouldn't say how many will, but try. And for that, first and foremost thing, first and most important thing is complete humility. Of course, you are surrendered to me, so you are humble. Muhammad Sahib talked of surrender. I said, surrender yourself to yourself. If yourself is the spirit, why not surrender yourself to yourself? But make that self shine. Just become one with that light. Whole life should be a light. Light of love, light of divinity, light of beauty. So you have to work out through introspection. You have got all these powers within yourself. So many powers you have. Of course, depending on mother, is nice thing. But now you grow, you have to grow. You have to grow and take up the responsibility without feeling responsible. The personality should be such. I hope we have to go ahead of all the other disciples. Unless and until we do that. Can we? Possibly, I don't know. We might drown Sahaja into another ocean of nonsense. So we have to also develop our personalities through our introspection, through our understandings, through our proofs of reality. I am sorry today I have to tell about these things. I had no other chance to talk to you about it except for today, that how the disciples of Christ were deceived by this Peter and Paul company. And I sometimes think of human beings, how they are and how clever and cunning they are, and how they can try to bring down Sahaja, which is so important today. Today is the day of our resurrection. We have to pass through these 12 stages to reach the higher state. And they call it the 14th stage is the highest, where you are just an instrument, absolutely insensitive about what you are, fling into the hands of Param Chaitanya.
Restiamo qualche minuto in meditazione, anche se siamo andati oltre le 10, questo discorso di Shimata di merita veramente assorbito in profondità. Ringraziamola nel nostro cuore e stabilizziamo questi suoi insegnamenti dentro di noi. Adesso congiungiamo le mani sempre al cuore dove risiede Sri Mataji e le ringraziamo con tutto il cuore. Grazie Sri Mataji di averci permesso di essere qua e di compiere tutta questa evoluzione che grazie ai tuoi insegnamenti possiamo fare. Dici Mataji. Avremo la terza parte del grande mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Grazie Shimataji. Adesso ci alziamo la Kundalini. Domani sera facciamo un piccolo puja per il Marca Sankranti. Mataji.